take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here.
She right got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. Your chain, name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay, look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your perm at. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say so what you gon' do with that? Stop playing with it. If you don't do it, then you don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Yeah. You ain't built like that.
Get out my way, Lil. Get out my way, Lil. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had two necks. I got homies that can sleep without two. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Soldier Field. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
Check 26, check 26. Hey, alert.
Now it's Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. And left side here, it's Graham.
Trubisky's pass.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
At the 41-yard line.
Hey, ball.
Trubisky will throw. Now Trubisky lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. The 20, 10. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice for such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken about 7 yards deep, and Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
58, right over there.
They run. Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for Chicago. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now Montgomery. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 33. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. 10-yard touchdown run. And the Bears can grab the lead with the extra point. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter.
Pat O'Donnell, the kickoff for Chicago.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8.
O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
Ravens 6.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Third down, Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Jackson now. Steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Brent Urban there to get him down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. and remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On third down, Jackson looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit. Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Jackson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 30 big ones. First down, Baltimore. From midfield now, here's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Past the 20. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. First down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mark Andrews. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way.
Ravens 12. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Trubisky. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
For the extra point.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they may be giving up momentum, and not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long, forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. From the gun, Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And a Raven first down.
Dobbins running out of the gun. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
16-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 28. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind. And this time, they get it to him the more conventional way. And it's much more successful as well.
On first down, it's Montgomery. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Montgomery, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as the Bears push further out in front. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Bears 30, Ravens 15. Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
Look for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Fourth down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
First down, Ravens.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Khalil Mack able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. But look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Tackle made at the 20.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Down back at the 31-yard line.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down, Baltimore.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
And the Raven
from the gun, Jackson. And this one caught by Dez Bryant.
Jackson's pass.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And they're not able to complete it. Now just 6 seconds remain. Time for 1, maybe 2 more plays.
3rd down and 1 yard to go.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. One last shot for Jackson. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
For Willie Snead, incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Seattle. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Rip left. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
At the 29-yard line.
Here we go, D. Here I come. And 58 is a Mike. Go 58.
From the shotgun, Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
On third down, Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A Seahawk first down as Wilson finds Lockett.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
This is Carson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, it's Carson, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
On first down, Wilson. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
At the 43-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Rolling to his right. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Out to his left. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
On 2nd down now, it's Carson, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
4-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Pickup. 2nd and 6.
Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Seahawks 3, Ravens 0.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go play action now. Jackson eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Again, Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Jackson throwing on target to Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
Ravens.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with a touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Got it. Tempo.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Greg Olsen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation. You try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround.
To kick off for Seattle.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action. And he can't field it cleanly. It's now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. So they take the deficit into the lockers. You know they had plans to receive the football. A nice drive, instead a fumble on the kickoff.
And that can be demoralizing right there because, as you pointed out, they had designs on coming out and, okay, we're going to change things here in the second half. Instead, with a deficit already, they cough it up, and now they've got to find a way to keep the score from mounting bigger against them.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the Ravens' 29-yard line.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, 29 yards. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Short kick. One of the up men will take it down. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Will Disley.
I'm glad we were paying attention.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it basketball. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I whipped the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, then I hit that.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
12. First down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it second down.
Complete to Clyde Edwards-Helaire. It's a pickup of 6.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Number 25, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, the ball carrier.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Complete.
Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. And he will find his man on the outside. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 17-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
And a first down, Chiefs.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
He's brought down at the 15.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. That was a really good opening drive on a number of fronts. 10 plays, very methodical, set the tone.
So you know right now, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're on the sideline saying, okay.
And they're going to bury him back at the 11-yard line. Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put it in the end zone. Then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah. Well, you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. Hey, if we score on the opening drive, we're going to go for 2 and try and really gain an advantage.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
Lamar Jackson.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. 6-0 our score after 1.
With the score, Chiefs 6, Ravens nothing.
So on 4th down, the Ravens will call on Sam Cook to punt it away. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Mahomes to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 12-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
The 3-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. He may try and run. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown.
An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Harrison Butker on for
That's a tough one there defensively because look at the stops they got.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And a fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Jackson on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Jackson's pass.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson now. And he's going to go down again. Chris Jones, his 2nd sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now the longtime Raven punter, Sam Cook, on to punt it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Intended for Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Incomplete. Marlon Humphrey.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. This time they stay on the ground. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
A gain of 16 yards. And a first down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's intercepted at the goal line. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
3rd down.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Chris Jones make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now a toss left side for Edwards-Helaire. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. Mahomes firing complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And it's 3rd.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He is going to find Hill here. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 26 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive?
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But...
And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 46 yards. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
Justin Tucker.
And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It was Matt Judon that time who worked his way in to blow that play up. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On play action, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. A screen to Bell. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And Robinson with a big catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The decision to scramble almost got him the first, just short 9 yards, and it brings up 4th and inches. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run for it with a fullback, Sherman. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now the toss to Bell running right.
It was Chuck Clark coming up to make the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Oh, what a juke into space. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Kansas City.
Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point. And the Chiefs are going to get him. And that's Alex Okafor who gets in to register the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Juan Thornton.
They picking snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only one.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. on first down with Jackson. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Mike 48, Mike 48. Here we go. 48, Mike.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 17-yard line. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 26-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
It's third down. Third and 8.
On third down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly to fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
To throw again on second down. Jackson, he'll run it. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Caught by Snead over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
A gain of 11.
11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
On the coverage.
Jackson will throw again. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore.
Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Cameron Hayward able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And it's third down. 3rd and long.
Six 0 our score after 1.
With the score, Steelers 6, Ravens 0.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Play action. Now Jackson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
First down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. That one complete to Hill. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Justice Hill.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Now there's a quick throw caught by Andrews. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore. They'll run here with Edwards. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Hitting Juju on the slant. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58. Alert! We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Eric Ebron, 65 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now stands at 13.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again, being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From From the gun, Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Caught right side at Snead. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Willie Snead. As the first half is winding down, and the Ravens draw a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Right back to Connor here on 1st. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
48, come on. 48, come on. Hey, defense, let's go. No spacing. 50. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Pick it up. Pick it up. Hey, alert 48. Hey, we're going right to the 48 right now. Let's go. All day, dog.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. And Boswell has this one going left, no good. He missed it left. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
To kick off for Baltimore.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They snap it at 1. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to wind up and air it out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Mark Andrews.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 37.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
First down, Ravens.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. They set up the screen for Dobbins. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
A 34-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Fouled on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now it's 2nd and 9.
65. 48, 48, Mike. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. World. Check, 48's the Mike. Monday. 48's the Mike. Here we go, here we go.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Double bump. Hey, alert, 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 alert! Jack 16.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 12.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Easy.
Here's Samuels again. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
Let's get it. Show that bench release and go. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Hey, come on now. 58, right over there, yeah.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Jack 16. Check. 40's mine. 40's a mine. 40's a mine. 50. Check back 40. Check back 40. Record. 40's the mine. Squeeze. 3 bud.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's Jordan Berry now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st down, Baltimore.
From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target. But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. To throw is Jackson on 3rd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
44-yard line.
Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
And a Raven first down.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They start with a give to Connor. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away.
Today's final score, Steelers 13, Ravens 10.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Steelers are winners as we say so long from Heinz Field.